This is the most secret, the most expensive, and perhaps the most dangerous warplane in the history of the world. The B-2 Spirit, commonly called the stealth bomber. It is not an ordinary machine. It is a silent killer that shows up on no radar, makes little noise, and leaves no trace. Wherever it goes, it leaves destruction, smoke, and silence behind. The U.S. developed it in the 1980s at the height of the Cold War, when America needed a weapon capable of surprising an adversary like the Soviet Union. The aircraft's first flight took place in 1989, and it was fully delivered to the U.S. Air Force in 1997. It is called a flying wing because its entire body is one wing. There is no tail, no vertical fin, and no conventional structure. That is what makes it so effectively hidden from enemy radar. The B-2 is not only for conventional bombing, it can also be used for the world's deadliest nuclear strike. It can carry 16 nuclear warheads and, without prior warning or appearing on radar, penetrate deep into any country's heart to strike. Its range is such that it can fly from the United States to any part of the world without refueling, whether Iran, North Korea, or China. A single B-2 Spirit costs about $2 billion. Converted into Pakistani rupees, that amount is roughly 600 billion rupees. With that money, a country like Pakistan could build thousands of schools, hospitals, or power projects. Yet America used that money to build a device of destruction that could set a nation back centuries in a single strike. Interestingly, while the U.S. has supplied powerful countries and allies with fighters like the F-15, F-16, and F-35, it has never handed over the B-2 Spirit. It remains solely in American hands, which underlines its value, secrecy, and destructive capability. The aircraft's first major combat use came in 1999 during NATO's bombing campaign in Kosovo, where it reduced Serbian military installations to rubble under cover of darkness. Later, it was used in Iraq and Afghanistan to clear the way for U.S. forces. In 2011, the B-2 participated in NATO strikes on Libya. It took off from its base in Missouri, bombed targets in Libya, and returned without landing. A single round trip to strike and come back. Now there are reports that the U.S. used some of its B-2s to attack Iranian cities, Isfahan and Nazar, striking nuclear facilities with 16-ton bombs and destroying them. A claim that, according to the piece, was announced by Donald Trump himself. What will happen next is known best to the one above, but the fire will spread. Iran will attack U.S. bases, the U.S. will retaliate, and Iran could be turned into a battleground like Iraq or Syria. But Iran is not Iraq. It is not Libya, Afghanistan, or Syria. The resistance and perseverance Iran has displayed over the last 40 years have made it a state of ideology. This is the same Iran that did not bow even after Saddam Hussein's invasion. This is the same Iran that surprised the world by launching missiles at U.S. bases in Iraq after the assassination of General Qasem Soleimani. Iran's supreme leader, Sayyid Ali Khamenei, has repeatedly said that the source of power is not America or Israel, but only Allah. That faith has become a force that cannot be extinguished by bombs or war. It is possible that history may one day witness a moment when a seemingly invincible aircraft like the B-2 Spirit is brought down, not by a developed Western power, but by a nation guided by conviction, faith, and sacrifice. Remember that in 2011, Iran captured the American RQ-170 drone and brought it down intact, astonishing the world. That was also a stealth technology aircraft that should not have been detectable by radar. Yet the Islamic Revolutionary Guards Corps not only intercepted it, but recovered it undamaged. That incident showed that technological arrogance can be defeated by faith and intelligence. The B-2 Spirit is certainly a lethal weapon, but history has repeatedly shown that technology can never fully triumph over ideology and the spirit of sacrifice. No matter how many advanced planes America uses to strike, the final decision is made by the people fighting on the ground, their courage and their conviction. That is the arena where planes like the B-2 fall silent.